Hello everyone, Charles here, and in this video I'm going to cover our market commentary from last week along with an analysis of this upcoming week. Alright, so if you are new to these videos, to the room, any of that, then you may not know this is the Professor setup. You can load this from your file pack and it should come up just like this for you. As far as the previous week, let's see here. So 3-7. So last week here. Okay, and for the New Zealand dollar, we broke to the downside first. Okay, we moved up about 42 pips. But when it comes to our actual results, that would only be 25 because we usually stick to 25 pip increments. Okay, it's not necessarily how I recommend trading it. I honestly recommend plotting out your previous support and resistance, and before exiting a trade, I really like to take a look at the chart. Okay, now sometimes we're not at the chart, and that's fine, but that's how you really get the best out of these trades. I personally really like to stick to the daily time frame. Okay, this is the hourly, or 4-hour time frame. That means each one of these candles is 4 hours in duration. Okay, if you happen to trade both sides of these key levels, or new defined range that I put out, then you would have also gained from the breakout to the upside as well. That again is not how I recommend it, but that is okay. Everyone trades things differently, and that's part of being a trader, is having these different styles and finding what really works for you. So for the upcoming week, here's where we're at right now. If we look at previous support and resistance, this right here is a solid resistance level. You can see hit, your hits and your breaks. Okay, so when candles come to this line, okay, you see a lot of resistance. You see wicks or tails on these candles, and then you see breaks, okay, where that is essentially a momentum break. Okay, could be due to just more movement in the market. This is only the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this will definitely look different on a daily chart, and that's what I really like to look at. But it can be, the momentum can be from just, movement in the market. It can be from trading sessions such as the New York session. There is a little more movement. The London session, depending on the asset, a lot of times have some more movement. And news releases, okay, just things that are happening in the world around us. Okay, so that's a solid resistance level right there. Right here, we are seeing right about there for pretty solid support. Okay, so I'm going to grab these levels for you. We're going to go right here. This is the lower portion of the new defined range. Okay, so what I like to do is, again, with trading more of the daily time frame versus the 4-hour, I like to wait. I like to see the candle break and that candle body hold to the upper or lower side of the new defined range before I enter a trade. Then I usually take a look at the daily time frame. Okay, that is just me personally. I don't like to check in on trades every single day. I like to just let my trades go. Okay, I am more of a long-term trader, and it just suits my trading style better. Okay, so last week, here we go. This is where we were at. Candle body, it did break to the downside here. Okay, on this candle, we just touched our take profit 1. If you were watching this live, you may or may not have entered it, okay? Because if you look back right here, especially, see this wick comes right to there. So you may or may not have entered, okay? If you did, then you definitely gained. Depending how you traded it. If you just set it to our take profit 1, then you would have got about 40 pips. If you do just the 25 pips increment, then you would have gained closer to 40. It's right at that mark, okay? And it also depends which broker you use, okay? And which charting platform. You're gonna get differences. So you may or may not have entered it. If you did, though, you would have got the 25 to 40 pips. I'm just going to keep it at 25, though, for that. For the upcoming week, we're looking at the same thing. Same defined ranges. We are in sideways movement currently, or a consolidation period. We're right in the center of our previous new defined range. So all I'm going to do is move that there, and I'm going to keep our same key levels. Okay. If we go to the Aussie dollar, and this is the 4-hour time frame, here was our previous week right here, and we broke to the downside here and moved up about 39 pips. That is only giving us 25 pip gain, but it's a 25 pip gain. It's not a gain, it is not a loss. So had a lot of sideways movement. You'll probably see it right on the daily time frame as well. Yeah, sideways movement, really. We did break to the upside. As far as that is concerned, okay. We'll take a look at that, though, in a minute. Let me put our new defined range here. If you happen to trade both sides of this, or if for some reason your charting platform did not show the candle body broke to the downside, then you would have gained a lot more from the break to the upside. But again, we just stick to our rules and move on to the next trade. I'd rather not gain a bunch of pips and know that I stuck to my rules, because if I didn't stick to my rules, more than likely in a future trade, I'd be losing a lot more. Okay, so make sure you stick to your overall trading plan, whatever that may be. Okay, if you have not made a trading plan for yourself, I highly, highly recommend it. Hold on, I just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure that I had set the ranges to stick in place. Like I was saying, if you have not made a trading plan yet, definitely do so. If you look on the website, I've got a lot of different information on how to create a trading plan that fits your needs and basic trading rules that are important to succeed in the market. Okay, so here's our new defined range. Okay. And for the daily, okay, so if you happen to get in this, which you more than likely did, I did not see this one break, but I will be entering it in the new week here, more than likely. We're in an overall long trend. Let's take a look at this. Let's zoom out. Oh wow, that's back ways. Here we go. So this is really where it broke and created this long trend. You can see where price, that's beautiful. Right true to what it should be in the market. Okay, let's zoom in now. All right, so we are coming up to this level right here. And just grab a new one. That is right there. Okay, so since price broke to the upside, more than likely we're going to see it come at least up to this trend line. Okay, of 0.78272. Okay, now if that level does not hold and continues up, then we could see price head to 0.78753 all the way up to potentially, well, first you'd see probably some resistance here, 0.79272, and then up here, the 0.79829. Okay, but if price does not break above the 0.78272 level, then we could expect to head down to 0.77220 with a take profit 1 of 0.766327, 0.75853, and continue on. Okay, I would say if you're not in this trade already, then here's your new defined range or new key levels, whatever you like to call it. Here, let's remove these out of here. Trash this, delete. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So new key levels are here, and 0.772205. Like I said last week, overall long trend. However, we went into a deeper correction phase. Right now, we are experiencing sideways movement or a consolidation period. Grab that screenshot there. So, overall long trend, however, we are currently in a consolidation period. And then NU, daily, we're in a consolidation period. Okay. Okay, back to the Aussie dollar. All right, so that is our plan there. The dollar franc, we broke to the upside initially. Again, if you trade both sides, you would have gained from both, but we stick with just the first break, which moved close to 50 pips, 49 pips. So I'm going to put 25 as what we gained. Okay. As far as new defined range, gosh, we're in that consolidation period. I'm keeping the levels the same. This is the moment of truth. Was this just a deeper correction? Or are we indeed in a reversal for the future? So we will see. This is set up as a correction and a deeper correction. Now we're in consolidation, so we will see. If price breaks below this, then we'll probably head back around here, or at least to the 0.92510 level. If it breaks below this zone, then we are indeed in a trend reversal. Okay. Refer to previous support resistance for your levels. Okay. Or you can, if you're not familiar with that, then stick to the, roughly 25 pip range. Okay. Dollar franc daily. Okay, this was our new defined range last week. You may have got into a long. That's real close. Overall, we are set up for, we are in that full trend reversal. We've come down to a correction. I would think that price would continue up from here, or at least go into a consolidation period. If you enter this, oh wow, I guess it did. It moved 25 pips in your favor, so I'll put that on there. But this was one that I had entered back a couple weeks ago when we had plotted our levels. So I did exit this one on, I believe it was on Friday. When it came back down here, I had moved my trail stop, but still gained some nice pips out of that. I think it was like around 100 or so. I'm pretty sure it was right. Yeah, it was right around here where it entered. Yeah, 108. So, real nice. As far as the professor is concerned, we had a break to the upside here with our trend rider. We are a ways away from the whole moving average, and like I said, we're in correction phase currently. We'll see. I foresee that we'll probably have some consolidation between the 0.93506 level and the 0.91881 level. If we come down below the 0.92484 level and the candle body holds, then we are more than likely in a deeper correction phase and would be in consolidation between those two levels that I just stated. Okay, as far as this, we are currently in that long trend. Our key levels are here. Oh, that's the same up there. Didn't look the same to me. Oh yeah, okay. Just it's a few pips off on the chart here, but it's still the same defined range. I would really watch this level, because this, like I said, we're either in that initial correction or deeper correction phase. If we break below here, then I would expect it to head down to 0.91371, 0.91011. Okay. But overall, it's sticking true to previous history and our rules as far as trading this using price action. Maybe entering correction phase or, oops, deeper correction phase or consolidation period. We'll see. Oh yeah, I kept those the same. All right, and then for euro dollar, we broke, again, if you trade both sides, you gain from both. The initial break was to the downside. Went down 53 pips, so let's keep this the same. 50 pips would have been what was gained. For the upcoming week, we are right here. And new defined range would be right here. Okay. As far as the daily for the euro dollar, this was fine range here. If you happen to enter it, it's real close, so you may or may not have. It went 29 pips into profit. 5. Okay. And I'd really say that our new defined range is still the same. Okay. As far as levels that I may go from here, we could be looking at a take profit. If it breaks to the upside, take profit 1 of 1.20442. $1.20985. Ooh, yeah, 1.21463, and up from there. If it breaks to the downside, this would be our take profit 1.18291. $1.17834. 1.17302. Okay. We are set up for trend reversal. Hasn't really shown quite yet fully as far as the professor is concerned because we don't have that trend rider switch yet, but we do have a whole moving average switch. Okay, price broke below that, tested, and came down and created a new low. So here was our first leg, second, experienced consolidation here, and then break to the downside here. So if you look back, here was our consolidation points or periods. So we may experience that here. I do expect price to stick kind of around in this range for a bit. How long? I have no idea. We will see what the market delivers. Watch those key levels, and when one breaks, absolutely, stick to your trading plan. We are set up for a real nice reversal, but you don't want to get stuck in those consolidation periods. Oh, this did break. Let's see here. All right, now pound dollar. I didn't put a line in here. That's right. 3, 4. Okay, that was our new defined range here. Broke to the upside. Moved 45 pips into profit. And that was about it. Came right back down. We're in an overall long trend. As you can see, this trend line that I had drawn in there a bit ago, we're sticking true to it. We're really following that trend line. You can see resistance. You see these wicks here. They're all following this trend line beautifully. We did break a little bit below it, broke back up, came down to it, experienced that resistance. So we'll see what happens here in the future. We can expect that if price breaks above our new defined range, which is really the same defined range as we had last week, but we could expect it to head to some of these target levels. And if it breaks to the downside, and we see a actual trend reversal. These are some nice, excuse me, key levels. Okay, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. Overall long trend, we are still indeed in that correction phase. Well, yeah, we're still in it. I'm going to say potential consolidation period. We'll see. Same key levels, 1.3760. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alrighty. Now these other two charts that I did on the euro dollar, just using our price action setup, I had a couple of requests for that, so went ahead and did the euro dollar and the USDCHF, which is the dollar franc. Now these are mirrored assets, so that simply means that usually when the euro dollar is headed up, the dollar franc is headed down. Okay. If we take a look here, you can see we're headed down in a correction. Here we're headed up in a correction. It is indeed a mirrored image currently. Okay. And it usually holds true to that. So 5. If you happen to trade this setup, you did hit the take profit 1, potentially beyond, and this 40 pips. Oh, maybe. Let's not do white. Let's do black. So we will see what happens in this upcoming week. Still about the same as far as defined range. And let's see, defined range here. Where are we at? Oh, come on. 3. Ah, yeah, right here. Okay, so broke to the upside and hit take profit 1. Delivering at take profit 1, 51 pips. So we'll go ahead and do 50 plus pips there. Okay. So those mirrored images are real nice. They're usually, like I said, especially when they're trending, you can very easily gain from both sides. So that's what we're looking at there. And that's about it. All right. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the room, and protect your profits. All right. Have a good